Good morning. What a glorious day we have down here by the sea. I hope you've all had a wonderful celebration over the Christmas period and you've got nice full tummies. So I thought we'd come down and see what's going on down here. The sky is absolutely amazing, and so far it's quite quiet. So we'll see who comes and joins us, and I'll give you a little view of what's happening on the beach and then out to sea. So here we've got all the fishing gear. All laid out nice and neatly on the beach. Hello, how are you? Hello. How are you doing? You're a lovely little top. Would you like a treat? Is that allowed? Yes, thank you. Would you like a little treat?
Oh, what do you say? Thank you.
There you go. Look at that fabulous jumper. Yay. There you go.
Lovely.
Bye.
Thank
Bye.
you.
And the boats are all beached, so they've probably been out much earlier on this morning because the sea's quite calm. And then over in the distance it's quite misty. Well, we'll go and have a look and see what's what. But look at this, look at this. Oh, wow, look at that sky. Oh, isn't that gorgeous? Wow. Every day is different. But even if you can't see the sunshine and it's chucking it down with rain, it's still a glorious day. So there's a few people milling around with their little dogs. But what I love about this place, it's so peaceful. There are just lovely moments. When there's either no one here or very few folks about. Where it is just so peaceful. So no matter what's going on in the world or your world at the moment, hopefully in my sharing this with you, you can feel peaceful. Gosh, you can't even hear the waves. It's that calm. Wow, look at that. There's someone out there swimming. They're brave, aren't they? Yeah. I know of two ladies who go swimming out here every single day of the year, weather permitting. And those ladies are well in their 70s. They're not youngsters. Ooh. And they're very misty. Incredible. A misty, moisty morning. There they are, swimming away. So we're going to head further down the beach. I hope you enjoyed the earlier piece outside. I felt it was just so soothing and calming. Words weren't needed. So hopefully now you're all really chilled out. And you can use that scene anytime when you're feeling a little bit stressed. I have some plans for the new year, slight changes to the channel of what it is I'd like to be offering to you. And so I will be coming up with some guided meditations. I'll be doing some filmings outside in various different places in the woods, by the sea, in the fields and such like, and some channeled meditations that I've received over the years. So I wanted to add those to the filming and to see what reactions we get to that, and how you, working with the meditations, get a better understanding of all the things that we're all experiencing. Because coming up in the new year, it's like we're saying goodbye to 2018, and for some we just want to slam that door shut and lock it and bolt it and never want to go back there again. But the lessons that we've learned are very important, and as we're moving into 2019, there's it's like the ringing bells in the heavens to say, woohoo, you got through that, well done you lot. Now is the next level, now comes the next stage. And for those who are awake, who are no longer sleepyheads, this coming year is going to be about helping those others who are just starting to wake up. So if you have been grasping the changes and the need to let go of so much stuff in your lives, you'll be able to help those that are just opening up one little eye at a time. So as we're working through this inside oracle part of the reading, I asked for some cards to show what's for the remaining part of December, what it is we've achieved, and also another card which I haven't looked at yet, as we normally do. I've shuffled them and spread them out, but the last card will show us the energies that we will be embracing in 2019. So today is the 27th of December. We've managed to get through Christmas and things should still, for a lot of people, be quite chilled out and still being with family and friends, etc., as we move into the celebrations for the new year. And in previous videos I've talked about my drawings of spirit guides, and the last one we had the little leprechaun, and I mentioned that I had a Viking. So here he is, my lovely Viking guide, and he'd like to join us today. So his energies are working with us today, and we'll see what messages want to come through. I feel that he was not necessarily a warrior of sorts, but he does hold that energy of strength and determination and such like. And my sense of our guides and our guardians and such like is that they are all part of us. So in the training that I've done over these last 50 odd years, with the spiritual side of things, people have said, oh, talk about guides and such like, as though they're outside of us. But my sense of it is that they are part of us, and I was possibly this person in another lifetime. So with regard to reincarnation, that we've been all shapes and sizes, all colours, male and female, off-world, in other dimensions, on other planets, etc., etc. So the energies that are helping shove us through that last doorway of 2018 and are coming to embrace us in this coming year, I feel it's going to be a faster motion, because 2018 has been so full of retrograde planets, backwards and forwards with quite a lot of them, that we've started something, then had to halt and then go back over it. So 2019 will be a very different energy. Yes, there will be retrogrades, but it will be a faster motion. That's my sense of it. So 2018 added up to 11, which is the portal, the doorway, and 2019 adds up to 12, which also reduces to 3. So 3 is the joy of living. It's how we express ourselves, how we allow joy to guide us through our lives. And it's a much higher vibrational energy. So we're banishing fear and we're embracing joy. So the little cards that have shown up for us all, the first one, little mini angel card, understanding. And for a lot of us, having that need to understand the changes and the internal chaos that's been going on inside of us, and how we have sometimes felt we're just doing this on our own, and we're not. We're not on our own at all. So this is an angel, little angel with a book lying on his belly. So this is saying to us all that we do have an internal guidance system. We do have a way of being able to understand the changes going on within ourselves, the changes going on outside of ourselves, so externally. But through the law of attraction, whatever's going on inside of us will show up outside. So whatever emotions or feelings or thoughts you might have or belief systems you might have internally, they will always show up outside of yourself, because like attracts like. So if things keep happening exactly the same way as they have done, year after year after year after year, just one little change internally will set up a completely new way of things arriving in your life. And that brings us to the self-mastery card. And this one, harmony. And that's what we're looking for. That's what we're all seeking in this coming year. Harmony. That ability to balance things in our lives where nothing is too high on and nothing is too low. And this says, as a master, I resonate with who I am. I am in tune with my companions at home and at work. I see the beauty and know the secrets of all situations. So this is getting out of the way of our human selves, our egos. And our egos love to judge things. We judge ourselves as well. So the card of harmony, being among the self-mastery cards, is being able to master harmony within ourselves. And when we do that, it will show up externally. It has to. It's a universal law. So when things are harmonious, we do not judge ourselves and we do not judge others. We just find that balance. And if that means that we retreat from situations, that we do not speak, that we turn our backs on conflict and upset, it is for us to be able to find the harmony and the larger, looking at the larger picture. So whatever that message is that wishes to come to us because of this situation we've drawn to us. And whenever conflict or upset does come to us, we've drawn it to us, because that energy of that situation is still vibrating within us. So, for example, if you have someone being rude to you or being jealous of you, the only reason that can show up is that we still hold that vibration at some level within ourselves. So when you acknowledge that and recognize it, it then loses its power over you, and those things won't show up anymore. Now, the animal card that has come up from the medicine cards is buffalo. And these first three cards, they all meld so beautifully together. And in the Native American way of life, the buffalo is about prayer and abundance. The buffalo gave of itself completely to the people, and the people honoured buffalo. So when they went out on a hunt, well, before they went out on a hunt, they would sing praises, they would bless the animals that they were going to take and kill for all of the purposes in their lives. So not only the flesh to eat and the skin to clothe themselves and the sinews to sew with and the horns to make arrowheads from, etc., etc. And we have lost that in Western civilization, of blessing animals, of blessing others who supply things to us. And one thing that I like to do before I eat my meal, if I'm eating meat or fish, I always bless the animal. I thank them for their lives and all of their kind. And I also bless everybody associated with bringing all of my meal to me. And that can involve hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of people. And another thing about the skin of the buffalo, the clothes that we wear, have you ever considered blessing the people who make them? So there'll be hundreds of people in various different countries, in Vietnam and China and such like, who are stitching and sewing our clothes. By sending a blessing to these people, and we'll never ever meet them, supposedly, that sets up a completely different energy about supply and demand. So with the Native Americans blessing the buffalo before they even found it and killed it, they sent a message in advance, which the buffalo received on some level, and it gave itself, it gave its life to the people, and a sense of abundance was shared with the people. So as we bless and thank everyone associated with bringing our abundance to us in our lives, we then establish a state of grace by bringing a completely different vibration to how things show up in our lives. And by sending a blessing and a thank you to all those lovely people around the world involved with our comfort, so you will bring some form of comfort into their lives. We'll never know exactly how, but at least we know that when we do this, that state of grace is present with them and also with us. And then a little mini buffalo card. It says, make way for abundance, release fear of lack or scarcity, open yourself to receive. So we've been clearing an awful lot in 2018. We've been clearing a sense of scarcity and lack and poverty consciousness. And it isn't just about money or belongings or the material things. We've been clearing an awful lot of karma of old negative timelines and patterns that we've held for thousands and thousands of years. And when so many people work together in a collective sense, when this reaches critical mass, so things change very, very fast. And there have been millions and millions of souls waking up to this other aspect of themselves, so to their spiritual selves, their higher selves. And as we reach a collective consciousness of being a light being in a physical body, and drawing to us everything that we need to accomplish our life purpose in bringing the changes to this planet for the good of the people, for the good of the planet, for the good of absolutely everything upon it. So as we move forward, this collective energy grows and grows and grows. So a sadness may come upon some of you because certain things are not allowed to come through the doorway of 2018 into 2019. As you relinquish those people and situations and places, so new things can come in. As yet they haven't arrived, so if you imagine that you are in a gestation period, seeds have been planted, that's for sure, throughout this last year, and they have to gestate, they have to grow to completion. But as I said earlier on, the energy of 2019 is going to be so much faster that things will come to fruition, they will manifest very, very quickly around you. So it's for you to be aware that when these new things come in, you have to make space for them, you have to make room for them in your lives, which means having a clear out of old things. And by that I mean not just belongings or old clothes or old bric-a-brac, etc. A lot of these things that cannot follow you through into 2019 can be associations, they can be people, they can be friends, they can be family, they can even be jobs. And some people might feel a little disconcerted about, oh my goodness, I'm not going to have a job in 2019. The jobs that you let go of, the ones that you don't like or don't enjoy, in the letting go, you immediately allow your vibration to rise. And as your vibration rises, so another form of employment that has a higher vibration is bound to show up. And this is also going to be a year of exploration, adventure, of anything that you've put on the back burner or feared or thought, well, I can never do anything like that. Well, this is going to change you so dramatically. You're going to grasp these new opportunities, and the right people will show up, the right situations will show up, and you may find yourself drawn to being around people of a higher vibration, who have a more optimistic outlook, who have a more open-hearted way of doing things. So if your heart has been bruised or broken or burdened in these last few years, this is going to be cosmic heart surgery, right? Divine heart surgery. So this sense of having this beautiful, functioning, happy heart, wholeheartedness, bringing that into everything that you do from now on. So we'll close with the little mermaid and dolphin card. So lovely Doreen Birch's mermaid and dolphin card, because we've been down on the beach this morning. And that beautiful fluid energy of the waves, toing and froing, they were just so gentle, and you probably heard me sigh a couple of times whilst I was filming it. And that was just a release. It was just a lovely letting go of final old rubbishy thoughts that I've been holding on to. So let's choose one of these lovely cards and see. This is going to be the energy that takes us through from 2018 into 2019. Morning affirmations. This is a very powerful way of manifesting things in your life. And as I said, some of the things that are dropping away are scarcity, thoughts of scarcity, poverty consciousness, and how we have those thoughts going round and round in our minds. Oh, I'll never be able to afford this, or I'll never be able to go there, etc. So affirmations, to affirm something, means that you are agreeing to it and saying yes. So even though certain things haven't arrived in your lives, by saying these positive affirmations every morning, you are, it's almost like writing a letter to the universe saying, yep, okay, this is my request, it is already here, and as I said, things are going to be speeded up hugely, and things can arrive much faster for you. It says, say positive affirmations each morning to open the gates of manifestation. So you've probably heard me say this before. I have quite a few affirmations as I'm still lying in bed before I get up. Thank you for my perfect, vibrant, glowing health. Thank you for my perfect eyesight. Thank you for my perfect hearing. Thank you for my perfect teeth and gums. Thank you for my smooth, soft, silky skin. Thank you for my huge financial windfall. So we're not just being, all fluffy about things. So thanking the universe for things that we need in a material level to help us through. Because yes, we might be a spirit in a physical body, but we still have to pay the bills. So thank you for my huge financial windfall. If when we're saying these affirmations, we limit ourselves to say, oh, thank you for my huge financial windfall from Uncle Bert, you're actually limiting yourself, because it could come from a completely different source that you had no idea even existed. So in your affirmations, never ever limit yourself to how something can show up. Thank you for my lovely new job. Thank you for my lovely new boss and colleagues. Thank you for my lovely new relationships. So by keeping it all open-ended, the universe can deliver to you all sorts of lovely things, which are much better than what you probably thought of in the first place. And when you are making these affirmations, I do mine when I'm still in bed, just as I've woken up, because then you're still in that lovely theta state. So we have several different brain wave patterns. So alpha, beta, theta, delta. Well, the theta brain pattern is very slow, very, very slow. And usually the brain goes into theta just as we are drifting off to sleep and just as we're waking up. And it's also in theta when we dream. So if you're daydreaming, your brain pattern will be theta. So as you wake up, you're still not quite into alpha or beta wave pattern. You're still in this lovely sort of dreamy like state. So when you say your affirmations, then you are more connected to your heart energy. So it's not just coming from your thoughts, oh, I really want a new car, I could really do with a new pair of shoes and this flashy handbag. That's just from the ego, the thoughts. So when you come from the heart energy and your brain waves are in theta, then you are not doing this from your ego. You are coming completely from your heart, and you are repeating these words of gratitude, really, to the universe. And you'd be amazed at what shows up. I had 7 cars manifested, 7 cars given to me, one after the other. So when one conked out, I was given another. And when that one died a death, I was given another. And when I sat back and added them all up, goodness me, I've actually been given 7 cars. Give it a whirl. Give it a whirl. See what shows up. The universe is abundant. And this coming year, there are so many things coming into our lives that will enhance our lives. And as our lives are enhanced, we can then enhance others. So I hope you've enjoyed this, maybe last one for Inside Outside Oracle for 2018. As I say, I'm going to be putting some guided meditations together for you. Also, I'm working on putting a website together, and also trying to figure out how to do Vimeo. So you will be able to purchase some of these guided meditations. And also I'm offering readings, one-to-one private readings for anyone who would be interested in that. All the details are in the box below. If anyone would like a drawing of a spirit guide or would like a inspirational painting done by me, again, details are all in the box below. So I hope you've enjoyed this video. Thank you for watching. Thank you for sharing. Thank you for subscribing. And I look forward to seeing you all next year. Lots of love. Bye for now.